We're back with our incredible guest, Dr. Victoria Seals, president of Atlanta Technical College, who is blowing my mind about their 2-year programs. Now it's time to get into the frequently asked questions. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to grill you down. I'm still trying to believe everything you said earlier is so incredible. So maintain me. I'm telling you right now.
It's great.
Yeah. Doing an incredible job. So how would a potential student know that ATB is going to be the route that they should go?
Well, in a technical college, I think we have something for everyone, but we have several assistants that we provide so they can take a career inventory that kind of tells them what their interests are and it aligns them with their strengths. And then it also pairs up our program offerings with those strengths.
Okay.
And so a lot of times, particularly now, nursing is really big. It's a career that pays well. There's a lot of need. And so a parent may be telling the child, you're going to become a nurse. Well, everybody doesn't like touching people. So that may not be the best career option. So we use those inventories to help guide them into the programs. A lot of other things we do is around dual enrollment with high school. And I'm a big fan of that because the student can really try out that career while they're in high school, as opposed to getting to be a junior in college and then changing their major. And so we use those different inventories to really help in just conversation and just to really help individuals and students to see what is the right career path. One of the other things we started a couple of years ago is what we call our industry interchange. So we invite our employer partners to come in and talk about the career fields that are in the different industries, as well as to share their personal story of how they got to where they are. And in some of those career explorations, students are able to see themselves maybe in that career, or maybe they thought it was one thing and it's not that. And so they're able to make that decision, again, early on before they've wasted a lot of time and money, pursuing a pathway that then they decide that's not for me.
I love that. So they kind of get to sample it a little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One thing I was talking about earlier in the conversation was how I became a woman and adult. I had so many of those life experiences attending Florida A&M. But how does that work at Atlanta Technical? Are there student organizations? Are there ways for students to be social and get to know each other? Because even though our parents say, you're not going to school to have a good time and everybody all right.
Exactly.
Keep it in there.
Exactly. And that's important to us. Yeah. Again, we are really working to educate the whole person. And so we do have student activities. We have student clubs. And so even though it's a commuter campus, students are still able to get engaged and to be able to be a part of the campus culture,
right,
and to develop those lifelong friendships, right there on campus as well. So they can still grow up. They can still have a lot of fun. We do something, it seems like every week. There are 2 or 3 times a week on campus, as well as the individual clubs. And a lot of times, even within their programs, there may be a club that's specific for their industry.
Yeah.
So again, within the first semester, they're getting hands-on experience of what it means to not just work in that industry, but to be a team member.
Yeah,
so networking as well. The networking is very important indeed.
Well, when I look at Atlanta Technical College, I think back to the old days when they were called trade schools. But what are some of the other careers when you look at what's needed in the future that you're planning for and getting students involved in now?
Well, definitely, skilled trades are still big, particularly with construction here in the metro area. But we're on the forefront of all the innovative industries. So we are adding computer science around cybersecurity, cloud computing. We're, again, adding programming around AI, and as well as with our instructors, which, again, I'm really proud of, is that we've embraced AI. A lot of schools and educational were worried about students using AI to do their homework. But again, as an instructor, you can use that as a tool, and you teach your students how to use it responsibly and how to really take advantage of the technology. And so AI in manufacturing, EV technology around electrical vehicles is another one of the industries that we're adding training now, that those jobs are continuing to grow in the future.
Now, you all have a plane out there.
We do, and I tell people it's great to look at and to work on it. I do not advise anyone to try to take a flight on that plane, but that's part of our aviation maintenance program. So that, again, it's hands-on, and they do run because part of the training is that the students have to taxi the plane, so just around the hangar yard there. But we don't actually take flight on those.
Well, you have really made such a wonderful case for this. And I think the thing that drove it home for me the most was free. Because, you know, when you think about after you graduate, you want to move on with your life. Exactly. You don't want to be tied down with debt. So thank you so much for this conversation. How can people get more information about Atlanta Technical?
AtlantaTech.edu is our website. You can follow us on all social as well. We invite you to come check out the website. You can apply right there on the website, and we'll be back in touch with you shortly after that.
And there's so much to see out there right on 7585.
Yes, ma'am.